Hello, this is Joe from J. Thomas Ministry. And thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to be going into John 3:17. Now, yesterday we went into John 3:16 and we discussed the love factor. Now we're going to go into a different factor of it. And I think John 3:16 and John 3:17 deserve to go together. I believe they should always go together. It says, "For he didn't send his son on this earth to condemn it, but to save it." So what is that telling you in your life today? Number one, we can get to the aspect of God and Jesus. Now, we have to take it that Jesus is not just sent here to condemn each one of us. Sometimes we'll go to church and we just feel like we're just condemned by the world. We're condemned by God. That God wants nothing to do with us. That we're not good enough to reach out to God. That we're not good enough for God. So we think that we shouldn't even go to church anymore. We shouldn't be part of the church. We shouldn't reach out to others. We shouldn't do church functions. We shouldn't volunteer in the church. Because we believe that God is just condemning us. Like he is just a judge. But I want to tell you today that God is so much more than a judge. He's so much more than a judge. If you take his love for you, if you understand John 3:16, you'll understand that he's more like a father, a friend, a comforter. He's there in your time of need. It says, "For God did not send his son here." So he didn't just send him here. For what reason? To condemn. He did not send his son here to condemn. So what is that telling you in your life? That if you love someone, then you're not there to condemn them. And we're not just talking about your friends and family. We're also talking about the world. We're not trying to destroy those around us. We're trying to build them up. That's what it's saying. What are the two greatest commandments? Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, body, and soul. Number 2, love your neighbors, you love yourself. What is that telling you? That Jesus himself considered these the greatest of commandments. Now, what's the order that we're supposed to love? Number 1, we always love God. Then we need to gain love for self. Next, we need to love others. Well, I thought the Bible told us that we're supposed to put others before us. Yes. But the problem is, if you don't love God and then you don't love self, how can you love anyone else? How can you give love that you do not have? But now, once you get the aspect of what love truly looks like, next, you got to understand we can't be in the world to condemn it. There's so many people that go out of the church and go out to an area that doesn't have any Christians. We'll go out into the world and we go to minister. But what happens? As we go out into the world to minister, we just start cramming the Bible down our throat. What's the Bible really about? Is it about religion? Are we like the rest of the religions in the world? Is it just about religion? Or is it about relationship? I think these scriptures are telling us this is more a basis of relationship. How do I save the lost? Number 1, love. Number 2, don't condemn. It's pretty simple. But that is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to develop a close-knit relationship with the world, where once we bring Christ into it, they're not so defensive. They don't hold so far against it. So what are we talking about today? Love. Love God, yourself, and the world. Next, we're talking about is the religion versus relationship. What does that mean? That means we're part of a relationship, not the religion. So develop relationships with the world. Number three, don't condemn it. Thank you for joining us today. And tomorrow we're going to be going into a couple other scriptures. Thank you very much and have a great day.